Brothers and sisters, today in this liturgy that the Lord has given us after last Sunday, that we hear about, this scholar of the law asking God what is the greatest of all the commandments, and then Christ giving also the answer of this Samaritan, of this person, of this man, of this the one that cares, for the one that was beaten, on the road as he was going from Jerusalem to Jericho. We have this gospel well known by all of us, that is the gospel of Martha and Mary, these two sisters that we have a little bit the experience of what we face every single day also in our lives. And also we need to know and discover what is the problem of Martha. What is the problem of Martha, in order to understand a little bit what God is trying to tell us, and also what is about hospitality. That the first reading that speaks about Abraham welcoming these three men, that they were walking for we don't know how many hours, right? Walking, in the desert, so they were exhausted, as we, like today, this heat and all the things, and they were thirsty, they were starving. We don't know if they ate the day before or if they had breakfast in the morning before they went to this journey. So Abraham is worried, and he wants to give them something to eat. His hospitality is important. But he doesn't know that it's not what he is going to give them. He's worried about the things that he will give them, but he doesn't know that they are the ones that have something for him. They have a news, something good, a gift, for him. That is that Sarah will have a son. The promise, right, of God to Abraham, I will give you a son. I will give you a son. So when we receive someone, when someone comes to our life, behind that visit, there is a grace. There is a grace. And all of us, we know that when someone is going to come to our house, we are worried about the things, how the house has to look. We have to prepare, clean it up, clean also the dust and everything. But we need to know this gospel tells us about the story of Martha and also Mary. So Jesus Christ knows them. And he goes to the house of these two sisters. And he says that Martha welcomed him. So she does something really important to Jesus Christ. She opens the heart. She opens also the doors to Jesus Christ. There is already something there. And she's worried about the things. She doesn't know if the food is ready. We have to set up the table, We have to put the dishes, the plates, whatever, to eat. She's worried about the things that she has to do. And the problem of Martha is this. Martha, burdened with much serving, came to him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do the serving? In other words, Lord, do you not care about this injustice? It's not fair. I am doing all the service. And she is there sitting down, doing nothing. So the problem of Martha is that she already has a judgment on her sister. She already has a judgment on her. And that judgment that she has on Mary does not allow her to listen to Jesus Christ. When someone has a judgment, it's really hard to listen. It's difficult. Impossible. It is impossible to listen. So Martha is already, she is mad at her sister. She is angry. She has many things already in her heart. That's why the service becomes heavy. And it's heavy. When someone does a service with love, it doesn't matter. There is joy, there is happiness, because they know that that's the most important thing. And when there is already something in the heart, it is difficult. It is difficult to do it. Also at work, it is the same thing. If there is also a judgment, it is difficult to do it. It is difficult to do the service. And we don't know that behind that service there is something important. There is always something, there is a grace that is coming. The service of Martha is already a blessing. It is blessed. It's holy. It is holy. But Christ is trying to tell her, look, there are things in life that we have to do. We have to do many things in life, it's true. But we also need to pay attention to the voice of God. Because He tells us how to do things. He tells us how to organize our day. He tells us how to love the others, how to serve others, how to treat others. There are moments in life, there are moments that we need also, apart from all the things that we have to do, we need to listen to Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ tells her, so tell her to help me. You know what? Because I have been telling Mary to help me, but she doesn't listen to me. Maybe she will listen to you because you are the master. You are Jesus Christ. Maybe she will pay attention to you because she is listening to you. So tell her, get up and go and serve. Get up, go and help your sister. Jesus Christ doesn't do that. Because he wants to tell Martha, you are anxious and worry about many things. How many things do we have right now in our head? Many things, right? Many things. Things that we have to do this week. And the agenda is full of many things. And God is inviting us today to rest, to listen to Him, to listen to Him and to be also with the others, to be with your spouse, to be with your family. That's the most important thing. Things will come tomorrow, things will come and they will go. Problems will solve by themselves. We don't have to worry about things. We cannot fix them. We cannot. Yeah, Father, but you don't know my problem. You don't know the problem that I have today. But what can we do? What can you do? You know that there are many people that they cannot sleep during the night because they have many things going on in their head. Many things. Planning about tomorrow. Well, I'll get up tomorrow. I'll have my coffee. Then I had to run, I had to go to work, I have to do this, that. And then they don't rest. They don't rest. How important it is also, to have time for ourselves, because in those moments is when God speaks to us. God speaks through the events of life. But it's also important to listen to Him. And it says, Mary has chosen the better part. So what is this better part? It says, and it will not be taken away from her. What is this better part? When Jesus Christ speaks to us, He always speaks about eternity. He always speaks about life, about something different. So the better part that Mary has chosen is, by listening to Jesus Christ, she is happy. She is happy. And she has eternal life in her. Something that Martha doesn't have, because she's worried about the things. She doesn't have it. She doesn't have that grace of having life, eternal life in her heart. She's not happy. She's not happy. And Mary is happy. I'm not saying that we don't have to do anything in life. No. We have to do things, right? We have to work. We have to do things. We have to take care of the things. But also it's important to listen to Jesus Christ, because it is difficult, brothers and sisters, many times to listen, right? It is hard. It is hard. How many times we close our ears, to someone when the other person is speaking to us, because it's difficult. Many times we get tired. We get tired of listening to someone, right? And when we try to disconnect ourselves from that person, we try to disconnect. We don't pay attention to them. And it's important, because communication, it is important. It is important to open our ears to the needs of the other one. Because maybe the other one is in need. And because we are worried about many things, we don't know that the other person needs me. I don't know that the other person needs my attention. I don't know. But listening to Jesus Christ, he tells us, look, the other person needs you. The other one needs you. Your spouse needs you. Your children need you. Your parents, they need you. Listen to the voice of God, because he tells us what we have to do in life. For this, brothers and sisters, let us ask God to give us this grace, to give us the grace of Mary, but also that he may give us the grace also to take care of our things, take care of the things that we have to do with love, because the service has to be done in love, not as a burden, not something imposed. I have to do this. No, it's not that. It's because we know that God gives us the grace to do the things at home with love. And this is the most important thing. May God give us the grace. Also, Jesus Christ that is coming to us. Let us open the doors of our hearts to Jesus Christ. Let us listen to the voice of God that speaks to us about eternity, about heaven, about paradise.